Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to day 37. This is our second round of 21 days this year. It's called Going Deeper. My name is Linda Taylor and I'm in northern New Jersey. Very happy to be back with you this evening. If you don't have your foot soak bucket and various things ready, please go do that now. You need something to rinse your feet with, a towel or a paper towel and some fresh water. You're going to put some lukewarm water with salt into the tub, so you'll be ready. So if you're new to the course, or at any time, all of you are most welcome to review previous programs by looking at the recordings. Everything is recorded, so you can start at day one or you can jump in now. We always adjust the program so that anyone new or continuing can follow. So, and tonight we are very happy to have our workshops at the end. So that's an opportunity to ask any questions that you have and also to get to know some of the other folks who are attending the program. If you already have a mentor and it's working out well, that's fantastic. We had around 300 requests. But if you don't have one yet, or if you have one but you think you might like an additional mentor, that is something at this stage that we are very happy to provide, because when different Sahaja Yoga meditation teachers have different things to offer you, and as you grow, you may feel the need for some different perspectives, additional ones. So if you are feeling that way, please let us know. There's a form you can fill out, the same one you already did if you already have one, or if you're new, please fill out the form and then we will look for someone. We do use our vibrations to check on these matches between you and a mentor to see that it's going to work out, or we do our best. So hope you're enjoying that if you're already doing it. So on Thursday, we covered the right Vishuddhi. Actually, on Tuesday, we covered the left Vishuddhi. So it's been a week on the Vishuddhi, the throat chakra here. And that's very important for all of us. So if you missed those, please go back and watch those programs. They were really amazing. Today, which is Easter, happy Easter, we are focusing on a topic that is related to Easter. And it's called Emerging from Our Shell, where we're going to talk about breaking through the Agnya Chakra and getting up to our Sahasrara, and that opening, which is when that opens, is when we have our self-realization. Even one or two strands of the Kundalini, when they come up, we consider that to have received our realization, and then we grow into it deeper and deeper. So today we will have a short talk about this topic. We will have a guided meditation and foot soak. We will have a video of Shri Mataji, and then we will go into the breakout rooms. So I'm very happy to introduce our presenter for today, Chris Cutler. So some of you have met Chris in the breakout rooms, and he was also on the program last week, I believe, week before last. So welcome, Chris.
Hello, it's great to be here. I'm originally from the UK, you might be able to tell. I've been living in the US for the last 27, 28 years, and I love it here. So this evening we're talking about, the topic is about the Agnya Chakra. And emerging from our shell means that it's like our ego and our superego create this shell around us. And Shri Mataji said it's like an egg is born and then it turns into the bird. So the bird it's born twice. And it's a similar thing with our self-realization. When we're in the shell, and when the Saraswara opens and our Kundalini breaks through the Saraswara, it breaks through that. And we actually emerge from that into a new awareness. So we're a bit like the bird, which was an egg. So when we get our realization, the difference is kind of difference between being an egg and then becoming a bird. So it's quite significant. And we have our ego and our superego are there. It happened to us so that we could develop our sense of our I-ness, our individual identity, which is the only way that we could have freedom of choice to be able to choose between right and wrong. And when we reach a certain level in our awareness, our Kundalini will then break through that shell for us, just like bird coming out of the egg. And the point is to remember, Shri Mataji said that when we actually get our realization, there's still little bits of shell sticking to us. And we have to kind of get rid of those old conditionings and our ego a bit in order to be able to go into thoughtless awareness. So what we're going to do, we're going to have our foot soak, and we'll have a meditation where we're going to put our attention on the Agnya Chakra and moving through that space in between the ego and the superego. So let's, first of all, we're going to raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. And now we're going to give vibrations to our foot soak water with our right hand in a clockwise motion. When we've done that, we're going to put our feet into the water. Now let's just bring our attention inside. Bring it within ourselves. We'll start off by taking a few deeper breaths where we breathe in and then hold the breath for a while, and breathe out and leave it out, and then breathe in again. Do that 3 or 4 times. Now we can take our right hand and put it on our heart on the left-hand side. Just bring our attention to our spirit. Then we're going to bring our hand to the forehead. Just gently squeeze. So our attention here is now on our Agnya Chakra. And the mantra for this chakra is, I forgive. I forgive everyone for everything, and I forgive myself. We need to remember when we forgive, we do it for ourselves. We're letting go of any feelings, any negative feelings we might have for other people or for ourselves. So just forgive everyone. It's easy because it's just for us. And we can bring a hand right back down into our lap. Now, the way we become completely thoughtless and go into meditation is our Kundalini has to pass through this Agnya Chakra into the Saraswara. And this shell that's created from the left side of our emotions and the past, the superego, and from the actions of the right side, creating the ego. Now, these are like two balloons, either side of the Agnya Chakra. And all our thought is either of the past or the future. In the present, there's just awareness. So as we forgive, a Kundalini passes through Agnya Chakra and starts to push these two balloons of the ego and the superego aside that have been creating this shell. And as this happens, we emerge out of our shell. So here we are. So all of us together are in a state of collective consciousness. We're not separate. It's only our ego that separates us. So before we had our self-realization, the ego had this purpose because we couldn't emerge from our shell until we were mature enough. We had grown within. Just like a bird is born in an egg, and the egg protects it until it's ready. and the mother breaks the shell. So if this has happened to us, and we can feel this, it's because we're ready for it. And we start to use this different state of awareness instead of using our ego, which we needed before, but we don't now. Because it's limited. Difference between being in a shell and becoming the bird. Let's put our attention into our hands, into the palms of our hands. See what we feel. Let's bring our right hand above our head. Try it in different places and see what you feel. And try it with the left hand. Bring that hand back down. So with our new awareness, we can make decisions about what to do, what not to do, what to say, where to go, based on how it feels, not what we think. Because our thinking is limited. So in our yoga, this ability to forgive is one of the most powerful weapons that we have. Weapons against things that harm us, or we harm ourselves. And also, whilst we're in this state, our Kundalini is repairing any problems that we have in our chakras and any other problems we have, physical or mental, which are all symptoms of imbalance in the chakras, blockages in the chakras. So quite simply, if we go into meditation and make our decisions about our life with what we feel, we move in on the central path in the direction we need to go. Just stay like this for a few more minutes. Any thought comes, say, not now, not this. We're in a perfect place. And when we're in this state of collective consciousness, each one of us is helping all the others. We're all helping each other. We support each other. And the power we feel is just unconditional love. sometimes difficult to leave, but now we, with Reza Kundalini, tie it up. So we tie the knots. We fix our attention there. And now we put on the bandana. And we can rinse our feet. And we can put the foot soak water to one side. And now we'll listen to Shri Mataji in a video.
I must tell you that divine is the most beautiful thing because it creates all beautiful things. You see, in the nature, every leaf is different from another. Such a variety. Also, if you see, all leaves are so arranged that they all get sunshine. Such a consideration, such an understanding. In the same way, when divine works in you, you also have that capacity to share it with others, understand with others, and to be part and parcel of the whole. Not just yourself, single person. Now, one thing is there that people are now conscious of their beauty. But perhaps they don't know how do we spoil our beauty. First, let us see how our beauty is spoiled. It is spoiled sometimes showing lots of wrinkles on the face. Now I'm 77 years of age. I'll be 78 very soon. And I'm a great grandmother. I don't have wrinkles, nor my daughters have. The reason is this, that normally human beings, especially ladies, react very well. React to everything. Whatever happens in their life, they react. Whatever happens in others' lives, they react. Whatever is happening on the other planes, they react. By reacting, you do not achieve anything. You do not achieve anything. So the first thing I would say that when it happens, you don't react. You just watch, you become a witness. You become the witness of the whole thing. And when these things happen, then the creativity starts coming from somewhere unknown And you are amazed how you can create things without reading any book, without taking any help. And suddenly you become very, very creative. I've seen in Sahaja Yoga how people have achieved great heights in creativity. In sports, in everything. Because they get this energy, divine energy within them. So they also understand that they have to be more patient, more loving, more caring towards themselves and towards others also. Once that happens, I've seen this one is so beautifully done, is that you start caring for people. You start caring for your customers, understanding them, plus you have creativity. You do not borrow ideas from others. You don't learn by your own mad thinking, but you actually become creative under the influence of the divine. And when the divine starts working, it's perfect. Perfection. There's no competition. You create not out of competition, but just to create freely. There's no compulsion. And when you start creating, you are amazed at yourself. How can you create all these things with whatever knowledge you have, whatever experience you have? Now, for example, you are yourself hairdressers or anything you are. You become so creative. If you are a musician, you become very creative. If you are anything, whatever profession you are following, you become so very creative when this thing happens to you because all your centers are cleared up. And the power of the divine is pouring through you. This is what you should achieve. That is what you should have. Then nobody can dominate you. Not only that, it goes higher. This is the most important chakra, which is called, we call it Agnya Chakra, between the optic chiasma like this. And if it is not open, it is very, very constricted. If it doesn't open, then Kundalini won't pass through. Now, this is the chakra of Jesus Christ, where he crucified himself. Now, what did he do? He gave forgiveness to all the people who tried to torture him and crucify him. So, only the way you forgive people, it opens. You have to forgive. No use remembering. Somebody has hurt you, all right. So what? It's finished. It's not today. Whatever has happened has happened. Why worry about it? But if you don't forgive, then all the time you will be thinking about it and will be torturing yourself for nothing at all. Instead of that, you just forgive. Forgive everything. Forgiving is a very great quality by which nobody can torture you, nobody can trouble you because you do not pay any attention. You don't know. People have tried to trouble me so much they have done to make me sort of hurt or do all kinds of things. But somehow I forgive them and I am finished. Because once you forgive them, you don't remember what they have done to you and you never torture yourself. But if you don't forgive, then you torture yourself, thinking, why did he do this? Why did she do this? Nothing, you just forgive. The very great message of Jesus that you should forgive everyone. That gives you a great peace there. But this peace also is very important. If you don't have peace within you, then you start becoming old very soon. I've seen very young girls having wrinkles, worried, upset, tension, this, that, all the time, irritated. The reason is that they have not yet forgiven those people who have troubled. So if you can develop this witness state, as I say, you are not bothered. You just witness the whole thing and you'll be amazed that the center will be open. And by that, you will not react. You will not react. You'll just see, all right, this is so, so this is so. And the life becomes full of humor. In anything absurd, you see, just smile and laugh. There's no time for you to think about these nonsensical things that people say about you or try to harm you or try to create a problem. You shouldn't worry. You shouldn't worry about that. Now with this happening, you don't try to think what others are thinking about. Because you know you are one with divine. Because you get vibrations on your hands. You are assured that you are alright. So you have confidence. But you don't, with this confidence, oppress others. With this confidence, you love. I call it as the intelligence which is emotional. I call it as emotional intelligence. Many children are born with it, but they are taught something else, so they lose it. I'll say my own great grandson, who is born with this. So, as soon as we reached America, he was with us for only 6 months, he was a little boy. And after 7, 8 months, we went to America. Immediately, he brought the remote control, gave it to my husband, because he's always seeing the television. Immediately. Then he brought newspaper and gave it to him. And to me, he brought a flower. So, by his emotional intelligence, he knows what one likes, what one has. If you come home or somebody visits us, he'll immediately bring the things to give them to eat or to please them. All the time, he thinks of entertaining. He start dancing and he start showing you dance. Have you seen it? He's so careful that he should express his love. And with animals, everyone is so friendly. That is emotional intelligence we should develop. And depend on it. It helps you. You'll get lots of friends. You'll get lots of, I should say, not only friends, but people who will help in your work. They'll give you a great assistance in everything. There's a very, very great capacity to be emotionally intelligent. People think if you are emotional, then people take advantage of you. Let them take. What's the harm? But you do not take advantage of yourself by being cruel or by being any way harsh to others. Remember those days when somebody was sweet. Remember that time, that moment when somebody was very sweet to you, very nice to you, very kind, very helpful. Remember. Remember all these moments, not the moments when you are insulted, not the time when you have suffered, but the time when somebody has given you love, somebody has talked to you with love. And you'll be amazed, such fragrance within you will start blowing.
Let's stay in silence for a little bit. Let's put our right hand on top of our head, pressing down. Breathe our full attention where our hand is. And let's raise our hand up and soar to those heights like the bird that we are that is free. Okay, we can bring our hand down. I hope you're able to get to that place of thoughtless awareness that we can achieve with our self-realization today. So now we just have a few announcements and then we'll have our breakout rooms. So please stick on. On Tuesday, we're going to be talking about the back Agnya Chakra on the back of our head, which we haven't really done a program on per se before. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Some review involved because we have talked about the Agnya generally, but we're going to go into depth on the back Agnya. Then, as I think you know, this is our schedule. We have Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays with the full program, Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the foot soak with guided meditation. As I mentioned earlier, you can request a mentor or an additional mentor if you like. Our WhatsApp group has all the announcements, so please join if you haven't, and you can get there using the QR code, which also takes you to the recordings and handouts. We have put up some new handouts recently, not today, but there are some new ones there, though, so please take a look. So now we are ready. We are going to go into our workshops. I hope you have a fantastic time and enjoy meeting other people, and go have a deep meditation.